This is Exleys on the NFL unfiltered. UK style, let's get into it.
What's up, guys? This is X on the NFL. I'm Tony, and that is Steve. We are the X brothers. We talk about NFL shit, but our way. So you are up first, Steve, on top stories.
Jerry Jones has reiterated that trading Micah Parsons to the Packers was the best chance to get Dak Prescott to the Super Bowl.
I think he is smoking whatever Alzheimer's medication they're giving him.
He is definitely smoking something.
There is not a chance that the Cowboys are going to make it to the playoffs, I don't think.
They only just beat the Giants.
And it's the Giants.
Yeah. So
we both at the same time, like, meh.
I don't know what to say about that. Do you know what I mean?
Slim is the chances of them getting there.
It's one of two things. Either the Cowboys are that shit or the Giants are really good this year. I've got a feeling it's the former, but, you know, I mean, I think this coming week will tell. I don't know who they're playing this week, but...
I don't know who they're playing this week. I mean, it could be...
It doesn't really matter, does it, who they're playing? It's the Giants.
Every team, bar the Cowboys and the Giants, Cowboys and Giants surprise me a little, but most of the teams from... it's the beginning of the season, we're in week 2. A lot of teams have surprised me and come out better than I thought they were going to come out. At the beginning.
Giants have got KC. They're losing that.
I don't know. KC, have they won a game thus far?
0-2. But did you watch the Eagles?
I've watched some clips. I haven't got round to watching the actual highlights.
It doesn't matter what way you look at it. And there's a lot of people saying about false starts from Eagles on the tush push. If you super slow video down like they have. But there was also some tush push where KC had defenders over the ball in the neutral zone. So it's cheating both ways, technically. But it was a hard-fought game on both sides of the ball. KC struggled to move. Eagles struggled to move.
I think defensively, KC played really well from what I can see. Yeah, their offense that wasn't really firing on all cylinders.
They also blitzed the Eagles. I think I saw on like 67% of snaps. It was a hard-fought game, both sides.
You look at the Packers, since I don't know whether it's just because we've got Micah Parsons and he's not playing all the snaps. I think he played like 35% the first game and 50% the game just gone.
I think that's partly to do with him coming into a new system, but I think it's also they want to be careful of his back.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is we seem to be defensively playing better, but I think it's that mindset of... we're going to fucking kill him now.
I think it's also because Micah is a very good player, but I think also he's helping the other defenders. Yeah. You know, he's bringing his mindset in, which they've got this new guy coming who's a really good player, very sought after player, you know, and suddenly he's on their team, so everybody's right. We got to fucking help our game.
Yeah, it does seem to be, I mean, it does seem to have made a difference, him just being in the building, if you like. Because from the end of last season to now, we're 2 weeks in, we're 0-2. Last season, we weren't 0-2 at any point. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely made a massive difference. I can't even fucking remember who we played on Sunday. I just know we fucking killed them. We killed the Lions.
That was an amazing kill, to be honest. I mean, Lions last season were coming off a hot win.
And then you look at...
pick them apart.
Yeah, and then did you see the Lions game this week? It was like a completely different Lions team. Does that mean the Lions played really shit last week? Or are the Packers, are we now just that good that we fucking destroyed them?
I think it's Packers.
Yeah, 100%.
When you watch them, because I mean, they played Washington this week just gone. And when you watch them play Washington, it's a very similar thing. What was the score? 18-27. The Commanders this last year, I mean, they didn't really lose anybody on defense. They were still just as good on defense. So I think it's the Packers.
But anyway, we digress from Jerry Jones is an absolute lunatic.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be contenders this year.
No, maybe next year. But I think we said that last year.
What they got for the Micah trade, and that is going to help them next year.
Yeah, they got two draft picks.
Unless Jerry trades for people with those draft picks, I can't see him doing much.
No. I do believe there were 2 first-round draft picks, and Kenny Clark was the deal.
Yeah.
Kenny Clark is
Kenny
good.
Clark did look quite good in the Cowboys defense. Don't get me wrong. I think he made an impression on their defense, but I don't think it's going to have been enough to make them contenders.
You can't save a sinking ship, if you like. Do you know what I mean? No. But moving on, the Bengals are calling teams for quarterback depth. One name they've asked about is Packers backup Malik Willis. Oh no, we want to keep our good backup.
But then that's like last season. There was rumors of people trading for Tanner McKee. You get these good backups that seem quite happy developing their skill and what have you behind a really good QB, and people who are desperate for someone that's good suddenly start showing interest.
Snipping around, yeah. The Titans didn't want Malik Willis last season. We snatched him up, and boy, has he helped us out. But yeah. the Bengals need to find someone because
the problem is some of these teams, and Bengals are one of them. Titans are another. I mean, you could go through a bit of a list. They don't get good backup QBs.
They get their one good.
Their star QB is so good.
Yeah.
And then suddenly when their star goes down, they're like, shit, what are we going to do?
You would think with the Bengals, they would have a good backup because Joe Burrow he's out for a season, in for a season, out for a season, in for a season. Ankle. Yeah. I was watching season 2 of Quarterback. I never actually finished it. So I carried on watching it today and went on there. They said he hurt his thumb one season, hurt his wrist one season. And now he's got turf toe, which I thought was like, the fuck is turf toe? But apparently turf toe is where the ligaments of your toe detach from your foot.
Yeah, I saw it. It's like the underside ligaments.
Yeah, that sounds fucking painful.
Well, turf toe isn't necessarily where it snaps, but it's where those ligaments get damaged. But Joe Burrow's got it where it has snapped, apparently.
That's absolutely bonkers, isn't it?
But, I mean, last year he had a wrist injury and he was out for a couple of weeks. So you would have thought they'd have been looking into it in the off-season.
Well, clearly not. They're not. Clearly, now they're looking for a QB, and they're not having Malik Willis. If I have my say, I'm putting my foot down on this one. Matt LaFleur, if you hear this, don't fucking trade him.
Not sure he's going to hear it, unfortunately.
No, I don't think our 7 viewers have any say to anyone in the Packers organization, if I'm honest.
Moving on, though, to another trade inquiry, so to speak. Multiple teams have apparently made trade inquiries for Eagles wide receiver AJ Brown in the offseason. I mean, those talks could reignite later in the season, but near the deadline.
Yeah.
But Patriots were heavily interested, apparently. I mean, let's be honest, Patriots desperately need a wide receiver.
Yes, they do.
I can't see the Eagles wanting to trade AJ Brown. I'm not sure AJ Brown wants to go anywhere. He's had a bit of a down season last season, but it's one season.
One season out of how many seasons has he been with the Eagles?
I think he's on his 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, how many more seasons can he get with the Eagles? Why would you want to leave?
He's signed with the Eagles to his contract's 2027, I think.
Yes, we had this conversation, I remember. You wouldn't want to, surely...
He's entering his 4th season. Even with a down season for him last year, I'm just looking at his stats now, he had over 1,000 yards.
When you talk about down seasons for a lot of other wide receivers, you're looking...
Yeah, 600 or 700.
Not 1,000 yards.
I'm looking at it. His first season with the Eagles, he had 14.96. Second season was 1.456. Last season, they classed him as a down season. He had 1,079 yards.
That's not a down season. That's a good season.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's going to start slow sometimes. He even missed a couple games last season, I believe.
To go to the Patriots, you'd want some seriously big money to go to a franchise that's inside.
You'd have to have some serious incentives to go to the Patriots, wouldn't you? Let's be honest.
Yeah, and they'd have to give the Eagles something big.
Oh, it'd almost be like Micah Parsons. It'd have to be something they don't really want to give up, but no, they've got to be able to pull in a big fish. I'm not saying AJ Brown's the top receiver in the league, but a down season with 1,000 yards.
He's top 10 for sure.
Yeah. And you can make an argument for him being top 5 quite easily. I mean, the guy's a beast. He's fast. He's humongous. He's very strong. People have tried to rip the balls out of his hands, and he's just walked away from it. So he's a brilliant receiver.
It is going to be another one of those fucking let's wait and see what happens later on in the season. If
Yeah.
Patriots decide they want to try and make a little snaggle for it with their fishing rod.
Honestly, I think they would have a better time getting Devonta Smith.
Do you think?
Our wide receiver too. That's who they would have a better chance of being able to trade for. Again, I don't think it'll ever happen. I mean, both of them signed contracts up to like 2027. They're happy to stay with the Eagles and what have you.
Your wide receiver too, Devonta Smith, he would make a good wide receiver one for any other team.
For the Patriots or any other team, Titans, or, there's all sorts of teams he could go to and be wide receiver one. But he makes a ridiculous plays for us. So
the Eagles have got a good offense and a good defense. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It looked sluggish against the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are a very good team as well.
They are a very good team. That's why they went to the Super Bowl and were on their run for the three-peat. I think they went 5.
I also seen the thing. This is the first time they've been 0-2 since 2014.
What does that tell you? It's
the first time Mahomes has ever started 0-2.
It's going to be getting in his head.
So
I don't want to say it, but imagine if the Chiefs now end up back in the Super Bowl. Imagine that.
I wouldn't put it past them because they are down 2 of their star receivers, remember. Rasheed Rice is serving a suspension and Xavier Worthy's out with a dislocated shoulder. So get them back in.
That's not going to have helped their game on Sunday.
No. I think Kelsey throwing an interception to our safety helped
I did see
drop the game. But
no. And now since that's happened, all I've seen is Kelsey's washed up. He made one fucking mistake.
I mean, look at the Ravens. They could have traded Isaiah Likely after he was out because he got a tiny piece of his toe and missed a catch or whatever. They've kept him on. You don't get rid of a person just because of one mistake. So
Pete Washington returned a punt for a touchdown for Miami. Then on the very next play, Antonio Gibson took a kickoff back for New England. I don't remember I don't remember the yardage on either of those.
The punt, I think, was like 70 odd. The kickoff, I think, was like 91, I think.
I believe the punt was 60, but a return for 70.
Yeah.
That would...
The punter was like 10 yards out.
Yeah.
But yeah, to watch that was just wild.
That was on Red Zone because
yeah,
I was watching DAZN, so I had Red Zone down in the bottom, and I had the sound on Red Zone as well. So I wasn't listening to the other games. I was just like,
that's what I was doing.
It's like, unless, like, obviously, if you guys don't have DAZN and it's a new thing, I think it only started this season, the 4-way screen thing, the 4-way split box.
I think it did start this season.
I don't remember seeing it last season. We obviously have that. We upgraded and got that, and it's a bit like a kid in a fucking candy store. I'm just like, which one do I fucking want?
Hard to keep track of all of it. Like, I'll be watching Red Zone, and then something happens on one of the others, but you can't just rewind it like if you're watching a single game. The amount of times I've done that and switched the fucking audio.
I've got a 55-inch TV. I had it on the TV to begin with, and I was like, oh my God. This is still not big enough. And I just kept thinking, my boss has got a 100-inch TV. This would be perfect to watch this on. Like, they'd be like normal size 4 fucking screens. I was like, we should get a 100-inch TV.
I mean, like, even watching it on mine, it was more complicated for me because, of course, I had the baseball on as well. That was really throwing me out.
I actually ended up putting it on my tablet so I could see it a bit better. Like, it was on my lap and we had something on the TV as well because we were watching a TV program. But yeah.
But I mean, to watch, because when I saw the punt return, I switched it to that and I was like, there's no way this just happened. And then literally the kickoff, he just done the exact same thing.
It's mental, isn't it? It's absolutely freaking bonkers.
I didn't expect that from this game.
Played absolutely bum.
Honestly, I think one of 2 people need to go. Mike McDaniels or Tua. I'm not saying Tua's crap. I'm saying the system they're running Tua in isn't working.
Mike McDaniels wants to be everybody's friend from what you can see from the outside. Obviously, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes and you make assumptions. But I saw a video. Feels like he wants to be a pal.
I saw a video the other day of JJ Watt. Now, obviously, he's retired, but he said if you're having team meetings, personal meetings with your team, all the players behind closed doors and no reporters or anybody's allowed in week 2, he said you need to book your holiday because you're not making playoffs.
Shit,
that's a former player.
Yeah, that's a vet as well. But anyway, we're rattling on. Feels like exciting times. It's week 2. Fuck it.
Still, next one is draft drama. The Ravens were planning on drafting Shador Sanders back in April.
Yes.
Apparently, Sanders then made it clear he didn't want to sit behind Lamar Jackson.
And now he's sitting behind Joe Flacco. Dylan Gabriel. And then when your other man comes back, mate, you're going to be QB4 or you're going to be gone anyway. Should have just sucked it up, sat behind Lamar Jackson, learnt some shit.
And then if Lamar goes down, you could have been in possibly.
Lamar Jackson is a QB you would want to sit behind. Do you know what I mean?
So I mean that'd be like sitting behind Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. You know, the amount of knowledge you'd get, especially someone like Lamar, who's as skilled as he is with the running and the throwing. He's got ridiculous skills on both sides of it. So to learn from Lamar Jackson would be insane.
He's QB3, probably going to be QB4 at some point.
I mean, his biggest problem, a lot of people were saying, why did he? His attitude was a big part of the reason why he got dropped so far in the draft.
I'm a Colorado fan, so I thought, shit, this sucks.
And don't get me wrong, he's a very skilled rookie, but he wasn't even drafted, and he's already telling people he doesn't want to be on their team. Like, that's going to fuck your draft stock up.
Yeah, 100%. We could tank on about him for days and days and days. But anyway, the trading block. The Jaguars have traded Tank Bigsby to the Eagles for 2026 5th and 6th round picks.
Yeah, I don't think it's been announced which picks we've got in either round and what they'll be getting. So I don't know if it's an early 5th or a late 5th or what have you. But
yeah.
He's already got some play time. He was put in for I can't remember if it was a punt or kickoff return, but he's been on the field in an Eagles uniform.
Nice.
I get a feeling to at least start with, he's going to probably be used as a return man. There's a lot of talks and a lot of rumors of him being RB2. I'm not sure that's going to happen unless he flashes some real shifty or real good moves. I mean, we've got AJ Dillon and Will Shipley.
Yeah.
Dillon is insane, as you well know. He was a Packer. And Will Shipley broke off an insane 50, 60-yard run, 40, 50-yard run in the championship game.
It's not likely he's going to get RB2, but you don't know. You don't fucking know, do you?
It's an interesting one for sure, but I think it's safe to say if, God forbid, Saquon goes down, we're pretty well stocked on running backs.
Just a few. Anyway. Anywho.
But the Patriots are sending wide receiver. I'm not 100% sure how it's pronounced, but I think it's Jayden to the Saints. New England get a 2027 6th rounder. And they are sending also apparently a 2028 7th round.
I don't know who he is.
I'm not really sure. I'm not up on the Patriots. They seem to have almost a revolving door of receivers.
Yeah, they do, and they're already looking for another. So
yeah,
but we'll move on from that because I don't want to speak on too much.
The late round picks suggest he's not a high.
Yeah, you wouldn't
high draft or anything.
You wouldn't send a 6th or a 7th for Jamar Chase. Do you know what I mean? That's that caliber of receiver. But anyway, viewer question: which blockbuster trade would you change? Which fucking hell, man? Which blockbuster trade would change the NFL the most right now? Was it the Micah Parsons trade to the Packers, or if the Eagles actually moved on from AJ Brown? Leave it in the comments below. Contracts and extensions.
Yeah, there's not been many. Cowboys signed O-lineman Tyler Smith to this is massive for O-line, really. 96 million with 81.2 of it guaranteed.
Is that just for 1 year?
No, I've got a feeling it's going to be at least 3, probably more likely 4. But I haven't seen anything that mentions years. I've just seen about.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money guaranteed.
An O-lineman. It's a lot of money guaranteed by any sort of.
That's like 90% of your contract guaranteed.
Yeah, 96 million with an 81.2 million guaranteed. It's fucking crazy.
That's nuts.
Injury. Yeah, sorry. Injuries. Packers wide receiver Jayden Reed is out for 6 to 8 weeks with a broken collarbone. Man, you motherfucker. It is lucky that we do have so many wide receivers, but Jayden Reed is one that should not be getting injured so early in the season. And last season, it was Christian Watson out for fuckloads of time with concussions. But so far we're playing really well. So hopefully this isn't a massive step back for us.
I think you guys have got quite a few, so you can kind of dip and dot them a bit. Yeah. I think I saw a stat that in your first week against the Lions, you had like 10 different receivers play or something.
Yeah, and we've got Tucker Kraft, who is...
You got Musgrave as well, haven't you?
Yeah, Luke Musgrave, but Tucker Kraft seems to get a lot more receiving yards, if you like. Luke Musgrave.
Well, the good thing about most tight ends is they don't have to be deep down the field. They're their sort of safety blanket there, but they can still get you your first down.
Was it the Washington game or the Lions game where Tucker Kraft got his helmet ripped off? And then his next play, he got a touchdown.
I seen something about that. Yeah, that was quite funny.
Yeah, I think that might have been the Lions game last week, though. But yeah.
Commanders have lost running back Austin Ekeler the entire season with a torn Achilles.
Mate,
it's insane. Like, Achilles is not one you want to fucking tear.
Every time there's an injury of the Achilles, it makes my Achilles go. I mean, I'm like, fuck. Obviously, Bengals QB Joe Burrow is on IR now with turf toe, which we've already touched on. But
grade 3, which is the
worst fucking turf toe you can get.
Also, Bears cornerback Jalen Johnson is out indefinitely with a groin injury. Now,
that's got to be bad.
I saw indefinitely. Is that going to be the entire season? Because that would have to be a real bad groin injury. That would have to be like a rupture or a tear or something.
Yeah, when it's indefinitely, that's exactly why I was like, that is going to be bad for you to be out indefinitely with a groin injury.
That would be a serious muscle tear or something.
That's how I got my femoral hernia in my groin from a groin strain that I fucking didn't. I knew I strained it, but fuck, I didn't know that was my femoral hernia. So I know the fucking pain, but to be out indefinitely it's
not good.
Bad. That is bad. Other notable knocks: Jayden Daniels, JJ McCarthy, Jalen Jones, Robert Hunt, Austin Corbett, Justin Fields, Brock Purdy, Kyle Van Noy, all dealing with various issues from so far this season.
JJ McCarthy's the longest one. They expect 4 to 6 weeks.
Jayden Daniels was a calf sprain, I believe. It's not too bad.
That could be any amount of time.
Mm-hmm. An MRI confirms Bucks DT Kalai Kainsey Torres Peck. Can't say his name. Let's spell it for the people. Calijah Kainsey Torres Peck, ending his 2025 season. Have you ever seen a video of someone's pec tearing off?
Well, it happened to Brandon Graham and Nolan Smith last season.
It's like it comes up into their fucking shoulder.
Yeah. It was supposed to have ended Nolan Smith's season, but he put a brace on and just played in the Super Bowl anyway.
I think that was his bicep when he tore his bicep off, snapped his bicep. Mate, when I go to the gym,
Brandon Graham done his tricep.
Yeah,
that's never an area you want to be tearing.
No, when I used to go to the gym,
bicep, none of it.
When I used to go to the gym, and I'd be like curling dumbbells and stuff, and all of a sudden the thought of my fucking bicep just snapping would fucking put me off. I'd be like, fuck yeah. So, game of the week.
Now, it's going to be controversial for a lot of people, but for me, there'll probably be other people who agree. If you just watch it for the sake of football, not for necessarily the teams themselves, Giants and Cowboys was a belter of a game. It was a lot of back and forth, and it literally went into overtime.
Did I watch it?
It was on Red Zone. You'd have definitely seen some of it on Red Zone.
I possibly did. I obviously did watch Red Zone, but I'm trying to think what games I had in the quad box. Remember?
There was a lot of back and forth, as I say. The Giants were up 3 points up until the last couple of minutes. The Cowboys got down the field and Brandon Aubrey hit like a 60-yarder to tie the game, sending them to overtime. Giants in 10 minutes couldn't get down the field far enough to score a field goal or get a touchdown, and Cowboys got just far enough to get like a 50-yard field goal to win the game.
I'm going to watch this.
Minutes left or something.
I've got to watch this. I've got to watch the Eagles game, and I've got to watch this now.
It was a wild game. If you just love football for the sake of football, it was a wild game to watch.
That's why when if on a Sunday Packers played a Thursday night, so for me it was just any team. I wanted to watch anybody play, and in the off season I watch reruns of games. Just need to watch football sometimes. But yeah, my personal top game. Because we do game of the week, then top games. My top game was the Bills-Ravens game.
game.
The Jets game, Justin Fields got fucked.
That O-line might as well have not been there. He just kept getting stomped as soon as the ball was snapped.
When you think about last week when they played against the Steelers, he looked really good.
Yeah.
And then this week looked like he'd never set foot on a fucking field before in his life. It was like you or me.
Backup.
Yeah, it's like you or me going out there and be like, I don't know what's going on.
I mean, the only decent play that they had that I saw was him running for like, I think 30, 40 yards or something stupid.
It didn't make any sense to me.
It's just like, how can you justify that being a good O-line when they're just getting fucked with 10 points? That's all they got.
So maybe last season, obviously Aaron Rodgers did fuck up the Jets, but maybe it wasn't all just him fucking up the Jets.
No, I don't think it was all him. They need a new O-line. I think they almost need to just completely replace that O-line. But I do think Aaron Rodgers had a hand in
100%.
Getting all his friends to come over as receivers and just not finding anybody. Yeah, Justin Fields did not look good at all. And
no, he didn't.
Josh Allen looked like typical Josh Allen. Yeah. I mean, he was nose busted. Out for two. I saw a thing. He was only out for 2 snaps. Plugged his nose and then went back in. Well, they said they were going to get it scanned, but he said he's probably just going to and not bother.
Broken nose, there's not too much you can do about a broken nose.
No. If it's broken, you can just kind of reset it and let it heal. Aside from that, what else can you do?
It's character. It's character building.
He is a character. I don't think there's much else to say about him. My game was aside from obviously the top game, my game was the Jags and Bengals. That was a hell of a game.
Yes. The Jags are showing something different, I think.
Yeah, they are looking a lot better than they have last season. I do think then everyone needs to kind of sharp about Travis Hunter. He's not living up to the hype.
He should be on one side of the ball and one side only.
Yeah, at least for the first season. Work on one side of the ball and just get that down before trying to do everything else. But I don't think they had like a main receiver. I didn't hear too many of one person's name at receiver, but they seem to be moving the ball pretty well.
Yeah. For the Jags, considering where they were last season,
they seem to have a pretty good run game as well. With what's his name? Travis Etienne, I think.
I don't know.
He looked pretty good. So they're looking more grounded.
They're looking like a team rather than a bunch of pals that just go and play football every week.
Yeah, essentially.
So anyway, we have no rumours this week because the rumour I had down is actually true. Jayden Daniels got injured and he had to go for an MRI, but nothing came of that from what I can understand. So player of the week or players of the week.
I picked Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Which is a rare thing to say. I've bagged on him a fair bit when he's been with other teams. But this week he was looking pretty good. And I even heard some announcers say he was looking more like his Super Bowl version of himself. But I mean, 30 of 41 for 450 yards, 3 touchdown passes, and only 1 interception.
It's not bad.
Pass rating of 120-73.2.
You can't knock that, can you? That is good.
You look at other teams when he was playing, and we wouldn't have been mentioning him as anywhere near player of the week.
No, not at all.
And also, there was that beautiful, and I sent you the video of it. I think it was like a 52-yard absolute dime that he threw down the field for, I believe, Malik Neighbours.
Yes.
That was an absolute bomb of a pass.
I'm just trying. I want to make sure. If I've got my games wrong, I want to make sure I've got the right stats for my player of
your pick of the week.
Yeah. Come on. Okay, yeah. So my player of the week, obviously, Josh Allen. And I'm not a Bills fan, but the last 2 games they've played, they've stomped. So for me, Josh Allen had a 14 of 25 passes for 148 yards, 1 sack. He rushed for 59 yards and scored 2 rushing touchdowns. So his overall performance was amazing. I don't have his other stats and shit, but we've already spoken about the Bills game.
It was good.
So
Bills fan, not for Jets. Which is ironic because it was only last week we were saying fans had more hope.
Yeah, I don't think unless it was just because the Bills are so dominant.
One of the Bosa brothers in the off season and that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was just because they were facing the Bills. We'll have to see next week.
We will have to see next week. But one last question before we end. Who is your early MVP for the league? Is it going to be Jayden Daniels, Joe Burrow, Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts? Let us know who you think could be.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I don't think it's me. I suppose Joe Burrow could be back, and we'll see. But have you got anything else? No? That is it from us. Thank you for tuning in to Exleys on the NFL. Follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast, TikTok at TonyExley12, although I'm really shit at posting on there at the moment. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget we're on Spotify, Exleys on the NFL, and that should be it. We'll see you next week. Peace!
Thanks for tuning in to Exleys on the NFL. Follow us on Instagram at Exleys NFL Podcast and TikTok at TonyExley12. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.